On this episode of For Love of the Game, Carlin Zaprowski talks about the challenges the club faces and what she would like her legacy as a Georgia Tech soccer player to be.
So I think one of our biggest struggles is definitely finding a coach. It would be great to have someone that was like super trained in coaching, but we just can't afford that. We don't have the dues. We don't want to increase our dues enough to like pay for a coach. We tried that for a semester. It didn't work out so well. It was just a weird fit. So then we like kept with like having our old alumni coach us. That's been great. Another problem we have is storage. I think we recently got a storage facility, but we've never had that before, so we always have to carry our balls in like the back of someone's trunk and just like keep all our supplies with a player, and that was really hard. But I think the CRC just gave us a storage facility, which we've been waiting on for like years, so that's really helpful. Another challenge is definitely the money. We don't want to make this such a financial burden on everyone, but with that lack of money, you have to divide it between pennies, balls, cones, tournament dues, paying our coach. Like it's really thin right now. So either finding a balance between increasing dues enough to where it's okay to do that, but also maybe only going to one tournament instead of like two, or having to pay for our own hotel rooms. I don't think we ever do that, but having to we pay for gas on trips, that's can be tough. One of our biggest ones, probably maybe the biggest one, is getting people to come to practice. Since we're just a club and we're not varsity, we are all involved in a bunch of other things on campus too, let alone how hard school is. So finding times 3 times a week to get to practice can be a real difficulty. Sometimes we'll just come to practice and there'll be like 7 girls, and we're like, this isn't enough to like really get something out of it. So that's definitely difficult. We try to make a rule where you have to come to practice 2 out of 3 times a week, and that usually gets done. But I don't know, I'm involved in a few other things on campus, so if I'll have meetings sometimes and I'll have to come to practice late, or I just won't be able to come. If I don't know, I try to not let school impact that, because school can, I can always study after, and I think that you have to try to make a real contribution to the team if you want to get something out of it. Getting practice times that are easy for everyone to make and getting enough people at practice to make it worthwhile is definitely a challenge. But I think that older girls have a role in just kind of leading by example and being just showing them what to do on the field. And off the field, obviously there'll be a bunch of people maybe in your major, and you can help them in tests and mentor them and stuff. But yeah, I think that we all are kind of seen as equals. I don't think that your age really defines what you can be on the team. Like I said, I had a friend that was a 4th year when I was a 1st year, and we got along super well, and it wasn't like there was obviously she was a role model to me, and I guess that's what an older girl serves as, but it's not necessarily different to, you don't treat it any differently for being a freshman or a senior for playing time. I was a freshman and I started, and I don't think that was any weird thing. It's really based on your abilities and how hard you try. I guess as a goalkeeper, I want my legacy to be that goalkeeping is not just shot stopping. I think that's actually a very small part of it. I think that I want my legacy to be that goalkeepers can have a huge impact on the field and on the play of the game, even though they're in the back and they can use their hands and they probably don't go. I typically play very far forward, and I think that it shouldn't just be known as this sport or as this position where you are back by the goal and not doing much other than if someone shoots. I think that they can be very involved in the play of the game, and I think that they can contribute as much to a goal being scored as a forward. I don't want to think about that. I think that the girls here have really made an impact on me, and they become a lot of my close friends. And every semester, if we lose new girls or gain new girls, it doesn't matter. Just being on the team with them for one semester, you become really close with them, and having to leave them is really, really sad. And I hope that I'm proud when I walk off the field. I hope that I feel like I've done my best and given as much to the team as I possibly can. But I don't know, I feel like mostly I'm just going to be sad that it's over, because that'll probably be other if I play in an adult league, that'll be my last soccer game ever. And coming from starting when I was 4 or 5, it's almost 20 years of playing, and then it's just over. That's going to be crazy.